Hello friends, welcome. If this is your first time visiting, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. So this project I'm going to share with you today, this is so super simple, and I'm going to tell you, I will put the video on with me putting the epoxy in these. I mean, it's just simply putting epoxy in, but it's funny. I made such a mess because getting epoxy in these little holes is definitely not easy. And then I had this chunky glitter that I just really wanted to use, and I definitely made a mess, but it worked out. And we'll see. Hopefully, it looks like I got everything filled. Hopefully, I did. So these are just little buttons, and I have, or beads, and I've shown these before, and I am making these for some Christmas projects that I'm doing, and they look cute. So it definitely did like fill everything. Now, one thing I'm noticing, I'm going to have to let them sit a little bit because it's very cold here in Florida. So my epoxy isn't drying as fast as it normally would. So these are a little softer than I actually expected them to be. So I'm going to take them out and let them finish drying here in the house. But these look really, really cute. So these are going to be beads that I'm using for some Christmas ornaments. And I thought that this was just a really nice idea of knowing that, like, you could make beads to match whatever it is that you want to do if you can't find the beads that you want. So this mold I picked up at Michael's. I don't remember the price, but I know it wasn't super expensive, and I used a coupon on it. And yeah, all of these beads are turning out really cute. The one thing with this, so these little tabs here in the center, you have to make sure that they are sticking up. Otherwise, your hole is not going to like come through. Now, I did get asked before too about, there can be a little divot in the top of them. And this time I did better because I made sure that I filled it all the way through. Because in thinking about it, you don't want to have to go back and fill a divot, because I think that you would completely mess up your hole in there. So what I did this time was just really make sure that I filled it completely through, and that took away the divot. So I think that, sometimes because I get so concerned about the outside and having stuff stick, that if you don't fill it completely, then you will give yourself, divots in your epoxy. So, but these definitely turned out really, really cute. And these beads, I mean, these beads remind me of like the beads for like the bracelets that have like the different charms, and you could put like the little beads on them. I'm having a brain fart. I can't think of the name of it right now. But yeah, so you could use these on bracelets. You can use these for so many different things. I'm going to be using these beads on some Christmas ornaments. Now the hole is a little bit small in them, so I definitely won't be able to use like super thick twine with these. It'll have to be like a smaller, like a thinner twine. But they're definitely cute. So let's see. So this is how they came out. Now I do realize like my glitter was a little heavy, so it's kind of sitting on the bottom. But it's still really pretty, and I'll probably put my beads like facing this way. So they turned out super cute. So I just wanted to give you a reminder as you're making your holiday crafts and you're doing, you know, like different presents and stuff. If you don't have the beads that you want, they're actually pretty easy to make. Well, super easy to make. The hardest part is getting it in this little hole. But you're going to see in the video, like I made such a mess with this, but it worked out absolutely fine. And it actually worked and filled them, and they are filled completely to the top, and they turned out well. Hope that you guys have a very blessed and beautiful day. I hope it was helpful to you, friends. And listen, if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button. Have a super day, and I'll see you later. And if you want to see the mess I made putting these together, that video is attached. I'll see you later. Bye, friends. All right, so we are going to make some epoxy buttons. Now with these, you really want to make sure that the little center tabs are not tucked underneath the rim, because then your hole won't be all the way through. Now, I've made these once before, and they do have like a little divot in them, so I'm going to see if we can do them without a divot, and if not, if we can make them, you know, afterwards we'll top them off if we need to. Okay, so I'm mixing my epoxy. I'm using 2-part epoxy. This is Pro Marine. Now, I live in Florida. Pro Marine is perfect, but I will tell you, it is cold right now. So with that, my epoxy was actually very, very tough to come out. So normally I mix it and I put it in a warm water bath, but actually this time I put each separate bottle of part A and part B in the warm water bath instead, so that it would easily be able to pour.